Welcome back to the Schlocky Horror Picture Show and Attack of the Moon Zombies, Christopher Meem's sixth movie in just as many years. He doesn't mock the original so much as replicate the organic elements that make these films so enduringly endearing, including their low-budget shortcomings and questionable talents, with 21st century sensibilities. This delicate balance of parody and homage is not easy, but Mr. Meem is a master of this special brand of 50s-style satire, which has become its own subgenre, as evidenced in films like The Lost Skeleton of Cadaver and Frankenstein vs. the Creature from Blood Cove. Without affecting the plot or the pacing, there are plenty of references to 50s classics for you train spotters out there. The Mole People, The Thing from Another World, This Island Earth, The Day of the Triffids, The Green Slime, and It, The Terror from Beyond Space. You may also recognise bits of Star Trek, THX 1138, and the Alien movies. The real reason he chose to set the film on the moon was because it had nothing to do with any of his other films, and since the movie had to be shot during the winter, his choices were filming in the snow or in the basement. Lacking enthusiasm for hypothermia or Yetis, the basement was the way to go. Ordinarily, to create a moon base, you'd need a skilled crew and vast amounts of money, but if all you have is $3,000 and 5 people with day jobs, the best you can hope for is a lot of duct tape and plywood. Fortunately, that's exactly what NASA uses, so it looks authentically correct. Just like the sets, the acting is also perfectly wooden, and Shannon McDonough shines like only wood can as the moon-based botanist Dr. Hackett. Douglas Sidney plays her boyfriend, Dr. Collins, whose attempts at proposal are repeatedly thwarted. Mike Cook plays Dr. Vincent Edwards, the wise old professor days before retirement, who is training his young replacement Glenn Hayes, played by Michael Kaiser. But my personal favourite is Sid Corpy as Commander Ripley. Born 27th, 1962, her real name is Keanu, but changed it to something less preposterous. A cold-eyed, calculating expert in conspiracy, torture and murder, master villain and head of the secret society known as the Sci-Fan, she operates all over the globe, her aim being the ultimate domination of the world. However, her nefarious plans are repeatedly foiled by the stout British agent Dennis Nayland Smith. Wait a minute, that's Fu Manchu. Here we go. Sid Corpy's stage career was a series of hits and misses. Mostly misses. I'll explain. She played Mrs. Boyle in Agatha Christie's The Mousetrap, Mrs. Banks in The Father of the Bride, and Mrs. Gertrude in Steve Martin's Underpants. She was then kidnapped by Christopher Meem and forced to appear in Attack of the Moon Zombies, which earned her a nomination for a Dead Letter Award for Best Actress in a Zombie Movie. But that was a long time ago, way back in 2011. Since then, she's appeared in at least 2 more films, The House of Ghosts and The Giant Spider, both of which I hope to sully your TV set with sometime in the near future. Do me a favour, pretend I've said something witty to lead us into the second half of Attack of the Moon Zombies. You deserve a treat for making it this far, but I have to watch it too, so you're not getting it from me.